Yo, what's up with y'all? It's K-Major and back with another video for y'all on the DK channel. Today's video is going to be on how to make some dark melodies for Nardo Wick. Just something real up-tempo and that has a lot of energy. If you guys do enjoy and learn something new, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you guys do not miss any other videos. Make sure you guys go join the Discord. It'll be a link in the description down below. And join the Patreon. We do weekly classes where we teach you guys anything from music theory to drum bounce, mixing, whatever you need, we're there to help. And without further ado, let's get straight to the video. I forgot to mention that I only use one-shots for this melody, and all of them come from Prod Cloud's Divine Essentials kit. It's a very fire kit and it has a lot of good sounds for these type of loops. First sound I use is the Shine Synth. So the whole melody is these notes right here. The root note is F sharp. And I also forgot to mention we're at 158 BPM. For these type of loops, you want to be a little faster, like maybe 150, 155, 160. Having a higher tempo just kind of helps with that energetic feel. So all it's doing is going F sharp, G sharp, F sharp, A sharp. And that's kind of like the main pattern that plays throughout the whole loop. At the end, I took the last three notes and I shifted it up to C sharp. And that's basically it. I took this whole pattern, copied it over again, and I shifted it an octave up by doing Control up arrow on the keyboard. The last thing I did is Alt R, turn them as a velocity. For the effects, they were also very simple. I just added ambience reverb. I turned the mix knob down, and then an EQ, just taking out the lows and lowering some of the highs. A little too harsh. The next layer was a brass. It's just the root note, which is F sharp, and then these two notes up here just going C sharp, D, and at the end I kind of switched it up a little bit just to give it some more variation. One thing I did do is I added these kind of like stabs, these very short stabs, kind of give the brass more rhythm. The way I did this is I went into the one shot and I went to the envelope and I turned down the attack, and I also turned down the release, so when you let go of the note, very short. For the effects, I added ambience reverb again. This time I also added a stereo enhancer. I just went to the preset called 4 strings, and then I added an EQ, taking out all the lows, lowering some of the high mids, and raising some of the highs. After that, I added this other synth one shot, and all it's doing is playing the root note on the downbeat. I also went to the one shot and I did this envelope animation, so when the note stops right here, it doesn't just completely stop, it still kind of fades out. The effects, I added ambience reverb again. I added pancake, so it's panning left and right. I just turned the mix knob down. Stereo enhancer, the same preset, 4 strings. And then last is an EQ, taking out all the lows and mids. After that, I added the synth bass. Pretty simple, just playing the root note. The effects, I just raised the lows a little bit, just give them more bass, and I took out most of the highs. At the end, I did add another one shot, and then I exported it and reversed it, and sadly I deleted the original pattern. This is how it sounds. I pulled up FL keys, and this is how the original MIDI sounded. Extremely simple, just going down the scale, and it's just this very simple pattern repeating over and over. Something very simple, repetitive, and catchy, just kind of top off the melody. And then I exported it, and then I reversed it, and I pitched it up a whole octave. For the effects on that sound, I added an ambience, and I added a fruity chorus. I just turned the mix knob down a little bit, and I added a pancake, so it's panning left and right. This time I put it at 1 bar, so it's panning a little faster. And then I just kind of filtered it with an EQ. I just right clicked and I went to 40 hertz, and I just kind of dragged it in like this. At the end, I kind of just took all these sounds and I kind of panned some of them to the left, some of them to the right, just to make the whole sample sound a little more wide. And I also added some stereo separation down here on some of them. After that, I came out with this little arrangement, added the stems, and before I exported it, I did throw an EQ on the master. All I did was I lowered some of the lows, lowered some of the mids, they were too harsh, and I raised the highs a little bit. And then I exported it, and here's the final sample. Every sound I added when making this sample was very simple, but when they're all combined together, they sound very full and they all just fit perfectly. But that's really it, man. I hope you guys did enjoy and learn something new. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you guys don't miss any videos. In the description, there'll be links to the Patreon, the Discord. Make sure you guys join both of those, and I'll see you on the next one.